How is the market faring right now?
Okay, for the past 2 days, we've noticed an increase in trades, especially in equity, dominating about more than half the trades in the last, maybe from Wednesday to today. Most of these trades have gone through from foreigners. Foreigners are basically buying into the bank, and this has triggered an increase in the sellers in the market who had bought the shares at between 14 and 15 shillings, cashing in on the profits that they've already made.
And good news on the inflation front as well this week. I'm told that inflation is plunging, according to the wires.
Okay, that is despite the various complaints that have gone into the market about an increase in the cost of living, basically an increase in cost of commodities. This report is good news to the market indeed, and we wait to see how it will affect people.
And a little side story here, I'm told India's ESSA group is going to start setting up fuel stations across Kenya. How's that, how are people talking about that?
Okay, the fuel industry in Kenya is a booming business, and we expect, and India being one of the emerging economic giants, they are basically trying to put a foothold into the market. And they bought into U network, and they're in the telecommunications industry, and this is part of their diversification plan.
And the shilling, things like to stay within its range next week, looking ahead?
Indeed, last week and compared to this week, despite the central bank demand increasing, we noticed that the market, the shilling has basically maintained a foothold at its current rate, and we anticipate that this should continue in the coming days.
And looking ahead to next week, are there likely to be any big company figures coming out that would like to move the markets?
Okay, this week we've noticed reports from KCB, Jubilee, and we anticipate more results coming in, half-year results coming into the market, and this should also encourage investors to take a look at the market and see what they can benefit from the reports that are coming out.
And looking ahead to next week, how do you think it's going to go?
I think more emphasis is going to be placed on banking sector. We anticipate Equity or Barclays to announce their results, as well seeing that KCB and Housing Finance have done the same. And we anticipate maybe moderate to average results on both banks.
And talking about banks, KCB, I was at the East African Investment Conference last year, and I remember speaking to several representatives. They said big regional plans for East Africa. How have those panned out?
They've opened up branches in Uganda and Rwanda, as well as trying to put a foothold in Southern Sudan. KCB is a regional giant, and we think that Tanzania, being just our close-door neighbor, they should also put a footprint in it.
And I've wondered, I mean, Uganda's got quite a strong banking sector as well. Are there any chance that they may be looking east towards Kenya in return?
Okay, the banking sector is quite robust as well, but Kenyan banking sectors, Kenyan banking sector has been largely put as of banked, and for Ugandan banks to spread the influence towards Kenya will be a bit of a challenge. We've noticed Nigeria has come into the market with EcoBank and recently UBA. We are yet to see what Uganda or Tanzania or any other regional player will do.